without note. For I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God, I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee, and I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. And I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness.
Welcome on back to the channel, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. Well, today is a good day, and not just because the weather conditions are finally lining up for some fishing, but because we've got my dad in town fishing with us today. Let's see. You see him right back over there. My mom and dad made the trip down from Dallas and have been staying the week with us. They came down to celebrate Noah's second birthday with us and decided to stay a week. So we're out trying to hook into a few redfish. Today we've got low winds somewhere around 8-9 miles an hour out of the east. We've got a falling pressure. It falls until about 7 o'clock this evening, and then it starts to go back up tonight. But right now it's falling. We've got a falling tide, and the moon phase, it's about 54% illumination, something like that. So we're at the half moon right now. So our tides are not too extreme, but we do have some water movement right now. So our plan this evening is to fish these shallow sandy flats. It seems like these redfish are crawling up on these flats right now, doing a little feeding as the sun starts to go down and the water cools off a little bit. And we're gonna just work the shoreline, and eventually, if we can't get into them too thick, we're gonna go check out Redfish shoreline over there and see if we can pull a few out like I did last week and the week before. There we go. I just sight casted this guy. He was up in on this really shallow flat here in about 4 inches of water, and I saw him sitting there, and I made a cast to him and he ate it. That's a decent red. All right, okay. That was pretty dang cool. That redfish was sitting in about 4 inches of water, no joke. And I saw him, I saw the nervous water, I saw a swirl. And I made a cast and gave it a couple little twitches and he nailed it. So, I know he's slot, but let's just see what size slot he is. And he is exactly 20 inches. You want to keep fish, Dad? that was cool. Alright, I want to stop and get a gauge at how deep this water was. That's 6 inches of water. So that redfish was hanging out in 6 inches of water. Wow. It's a really good sand flat right up there that I've done well at in the past. That I'm working my way towards. I want my dad to get there first so that he's got a shot at it. Look at that bird. That bird knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Oh yeah, he just picked him up a little bait fish. It's a good sign. So there's a drain right here kind of like a small creek that just drains out right there. So on an outgoing tide, you could expect the fish to kind of stack up at the mouth of it and catch whatever bait fish might be getting washed down. There is a lot of floating grass right now. Makes it to where you have to clean off your jig head just about every cast. Let's just cast right in the middle of this. Nope. This particular flat that I'm on is pretty darn shallow. And I know I caught that last one in about 6 inches of water, but this is less than that. All right, I think it's time to go to Redfish Shoreline. Golly. I just had one hit it and pull so hard and let go that it launched my whole cork out of the water. So a couple days ago, Dad and I went out to the jetties for a little evening fishing trip, and we had fun. He ended up catching 3 or 4 skipjack, and I caught 1 little redfish. That's what y'all saw there in the little intro to this video, was our little jetty fishing outing. Look at that. I just foul hooked the tiniest little pinfish you've ever seen. Huh. Crazy. Well, we know there's bait here. There you go. Whoo, Dad's hooked up. Let's go see what Dad's got. Is that a black drum? Huh. Yeah. Well, cool.
That's fun. Well, wait, aren't you skunked for the evening?
No. Catching black drum on the Redfish shoreline. All the birds decided to start flying. That's a good thing. There we go. Another black drum. Another black drum. There he is. All right. Fish. So there's a really cool board that's washed up on the shore right here. Just a good looking piece of driftwood. I think I'm gonna drag this sucker back and make some shelves out of it. Well guys, I think I'm gonna call it here and go ahead and end this video. Turned out to be a fun little evening. I wish we could have gotten my dad on some more redfish, but he ended up landing a black drum. Got to get out in the kayak for a little while, so all in all, it was definitely a fun evening. I found me a really cool board. Sight casted a redfish. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great week, and I will see you next Tuesday.